Here we are, guys. We are live at Bula Cafe at St. Pete with your host, Eric Collins, and your stars of the show, Jason Beck and Dave Collins. What's up, guys?
What's going on? It's a beautiful day in Florida, Dave.
Nice day. It's
very
about
cold.
to end, though. I think it's going to go hot.
I need you to speak clearly and speak up.
You need to speak up, Dave. You need to be loud.
Well,
Very clearly.
today I have a couple of questions, and I was wondering. First, we'll have you answer. Was life better in the 1960s or today, and why?
We'll have to ask Jason that. He was born last time.
Yeah, I asked him.
Longer before me.
Yeah. So, you know, the 1960s, it's funny, everything was happening then, and I had older uncles, and they were going to the festivals. There's a lot of political unrest. It seemed very exciting to me. And so when I think about that period, the period we're in now is 10 times wilder. So we've arrived. It was the same as far as music goes, everything that's happening, there's so many changes. I'm like, that was just a taste, the 60s.
So the 60s was better.
No, the 60s was a prequel to what was going to happen. It was going to get even crazier and more things were going to happen. Like you think about music, art, like everything's changing. And it's exciting, especially for an artist, when you see these new things coming up. Even AI, you know, what people hesitate. They always hesitate on everything. Those rockers in the 60s, they hated them. Led Zeppelin, they hated them. The older people hated them. This is terrible music. This is going to be bad. It's the same thing that happens later. It's a sign of old age when you start hating something new, you know, but I like that. As an artist, there's always something new that emerges. And it's interesting. Life is interesting when you're paying attention.
How do you feel about?
Very uplifting.
Similar. I like the music a lot better, and I like the 70s music better.
Were you a
But
Barry
the 60s
Manilow?
were cool, but I like Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
I like all the like the Bee Gees. I like Beatles.
I was just talking about like the era back then. So yeah, so back then the music was better.
Pretty cool because we were real young now, but that was childhood was cool.
The one thing that
Riding
was,
a bike, riding a
yeah,
skateboard,
that's what I was going to say.
Playing. We used to
We
do a
did-
thing. It was played. We played outside.
Yeah, we were outside a
Three-fourths.
lot more. Yeah, they can bring that back.
You could have underground for it. Now it's like
Yeah,
you gotta get married. Put a helmet on. Don't
Alright.
think out of the
Second-
hose.
The second question, and you guys were already starting to talk about it. So, what is a thing you loved as a child that they wish they would bring back today?
Something that you loved as a
Yeah.
child that you wish could come back today. That's question number 2, gentlemen.
Oh, I shouldn't say this.
Well,
What's what? Is it
Let's keep it
anything?
No.
PG.
PG-13. PG-13.
PG-13. Oh, that. I gotta say it now.
what?
No, I think I left my side. I'll come back to it.
All right,
All right.
Dave.
I like.
anything. Be anything.
What was the question again?
The question is, what was something back then you would like to see again now that you had back then that you didn't have now?
Like in general.
Like
everything.
milk being delivered to the house.
Yeah.
That was kind of
Chip-
cool.
Charlie
Big
Chip.
wheel. I wanted a big wheel. I never got one.
Because there's had these like
I think Eric had
push
one.
pops that I
Remember-
used to love, and they went away and they haven't come back.
What about
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the green machine?
Never had that. Never had. I wanted a big wheel.
Green machine.
Green
was
Machine. Green Machine had the sliders on
I
it.
never had that. That seemed like a. Eh.
You have to go. What about those lawn darts? Those were fun.
Yeah, they had dangerous shit. I like the danger of the kids'
Yeah.
toys.
There's
I got
a-
wrapped up
more-
with one of them, those hoses that would spin around, and it wrapped around my neck. I'm like, ah, you remember those? It had it did the hose into a cup, and it would like just go nuts.
Oh
all over,
yeah, I
whacking
think it was a
people in the
cup.
face.
Yeah.
Somebody got stabbed in the foot with a lawn dart, though. I think Dave Shirky.
We
You
used
said try those at people.
Well, we used to throw them up in the air, and then he had to try to get out of the way. You know, that was.
Knockers.
We weren't real bright.
Were you big
Those glass-
fans of slip and slide?
Those glass
Did you like slip?
knocker things. They go psh, psh, psh. At the fair, you get them.
Oh
Hey, what
no.
about
No.
slip and slide?
I love the slip and
Slip and
slide.
slide is good.
Or,
So,
remember the water parks where you go down those parks like 900 miles an hour, those cement water parks?
We didn't have those.
Yeah.
We did snow in North Dakota. I missed that. We had big hills and
No,
we sled down.
we did the water slide world.
You have snow. You didn't have no snow. You guys are in Florida.
So you guys were saying basically toys. You like. They wish they were more like crazy like they were
Dangerous.
back then. The more dangerous toys because now they're too safe.
But they were more outside orientated.
Yeah.
I think
Bye,
that was
Steve.
the point.
I'm sorry about your buddy, man. Love you. I'll see you. I'll
So
be
if
here
we
till
can return to
7.
anything,
Face working next.
you know, one
All right.
thing that we had
Go
back
make
then
$2
was
grand
Boy
real quick.
Scouts. I was in Boy Scouts, and it was so much fun.
was
And then I tried to get my own boy in it. It wasn't cool anymore. He's like, I don't know, Boy Scouts, I'm a nerd. I go, nerd? I was a future soldier. I was a future soldier, you know, learning how to tie knots and we had all kinds of, you could sail, you could do archery, you could make a basket.
Yeah,
There's
they don't
so
have
many.
any of that no more.
Oh,
That was
I did that when I was younger. I did Boy Scouts, and it's very fun. I went to art. I used to do archery. We did rifles,
Yeah.
rifles and pistols. We shot everything. It was super
So
fun.
Boy Scouts, they got to bring back Boy Scouts.
Yeah, Boy Scouts is a very good, regardless of what you do, it's very good for the mind and everything.
Pedophilia runs everything, doesn't it?
All right,
Yeah.
third and final question.
Moving on.
Third and final question is, I know you guys probably already been asked this in other interviews, but it's just, if there's one thing you could change about your life, like anything, it could be like future, past, or
That's
present,
dangerous.
what would it be?
What
You
is
change-
your one item you could change?
No, one thing that I would change.
One thing, yeah.
Yeah, one thing you could change. It could be anything. It could be past, future, present, whatever. Like, one thing you could change about your
About
life.
ourselves or about?
Anything in your life.
I used to think that, you know, if I could go back and do it over, like if you could go back and know what I know now, then I have somehow a better life. But sometimes I think it wasn't possible. Everything happened for a reason, and I just had, because I would say alcohol, but that alcohol did things, made me learn things. I got a new perspective. So even though you hurt a lot of people, I don't think I would change anything. I think it was destiny, God designed, like it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, you wonder why.
You're
a
gonna
lot
be
of
who
times.
you're gonna be, you know?
I would try to change a lot of shit. But then if you did that, then you wouldn't, maybe have went here and you wouldn't have met your wife or you wouldn't have your kids, so you really can't change anything.
I understand that because you learn from your mistakes and everything. So I
Yeah, it
understand
becomes
that.
Still
who you
am.
are. We'd be
Yeah.
different people now.
So it's Friday now, and we always try to end our video with something to give your followers motivation to have a great weekend. So let's leave them with something positive from your guys' perspectives.
All right, I just heard this from this guy that channels aliens online. His name's Bizarre, but he said something, and I think this is true. He says, if you're having problems, what you need to do is reset. And the way you reset is you use your imagination. So imagine what you want. Think about how that would feel. Start in that place. And then the idea is, with that attitude, you manifest the things you want. So I guess in basics, instead of dealing on the negative, you're thinking about the positive, and it's like a reset. Because what you think about in your mind expands outward. So think some positive thoughts. Start envisioning your life the way you want it to be.
Dave?
I'm just going to take on what he just said. That's true. That's what I've been trying to do.
And hunt
And
down
seems
your
to be
worst
going
enemy
the-
and kill him.
Going the wrong direction sometimes. But I'm trusting that God's going to be in control.
God is sovereign, remember that.
Yeah.
He's in control.
Well, I mean, his guy with the alien manifestations.
Yeah, my God's a girl. She's super hot.
Oh my God.
Jay, I don't know about that. Anyway, we love you guys, and make sure you share the videos, follow these guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next
guys.
week.
See ya. Thanks.